My name is Ecleezy. Yo, hold up. What's happening? My name is Ecleezy, and I am valued because I've been told I'm in a cruise. I think that was pretty cool. What I said. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it'd have to be somebody else to tell you why I'm valued. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I'm just doing me. I like the. Nope. No. Hold up. Oh, that sounds wrong. Nope. What's happening, people? This is your boy Ecleezy, and I am valued because I have a very unique perspective of the Southern experience, and I try to tell everybody that do some pretty cool music.
How long have you been involved with music?
I wrote my first rhymes when Snoop Dogg came out with What's My Name, so that might have been like 94. I was like super young, and I wrote like some of the small verse that was very similar to his. Like a lot of the lyrics were like his and whatnot, but it wasn't really nothing I took seriously. And then my cousin Dee Dee introduced me to like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was about like 10 or 11 years old, and I started kind of, I found myself at a point where I wanted to write something again. Still just little small verses, probably doing my best Busy Bone impression. So I was somewhere between loving Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I was also introduced to Mystical, his music. And so I was somewhere in between that. But I didn't write my first song until I would say full song, 98, when Busy Bone dropped, When Thugs Cry. Didn't have no instrumental to that until I wrote a song to his song. And I wrote, and whenever he stopped rapping, I stopped rapping. So I didn't know how to measure anything. I was just doing my thing. But I wrote the first song back then, and then I think the next year in '99 is when I actually recorded my first song. So that's when it really started, and I recorded with the same person I record with today, my man Kataz. A teenager and his homeboy coming in the studio rapping 1,000,000 miles an hour. Nobody knows what he's saying, but that was me. So it's been a long time and a lot of levels, a lot of phases.
Okay. How do you feel your craft has evolved from the Ecleezy LP to your new album, Everything Changes?
How has it evolved? The subject matter is, I would say, a little more personal. The EP is actually more personal than I intended for it to be. It just kind of became that. Like, I recorded a lot of music over about a 2-year period. And some of those songs were done, most of those songs are actually done within that period. A gang of songs, and this is like the first 5 of all of the songs that we did. And I just noticed once I listened to it all, I was like, man, this is really deep, it's really personal. But it's jamming, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope. So between the two, I think I know myself more. I know what I want to be seen as. I know how I want to be heard. Like, I'm even more confident behind what it is that I want to say. If there's any difference, because I've always been one to try my best to do what's in my heart and not necessarily what's hot, what's the trend or whatever. So between the two, I think I'm just, it's more intent behind everything. I mean, that's about the best way I can say it.
I noticed you're like a dope lyricist, and you have intelligent rhyming schemes and vocab. I was blown away by that. Like, you're really a gem. But I just go there, I was like, man, how come he's not so widely known around these parts? But your time is coming.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, again, my career has had a few different phases, and as far as locally goes, our audience changes because this is a college town. So you have a lot of people that was jamming me when back when 8-9 years ago when I was dropping mixtapes and stuff like that might be grown with kids and they ain't out as much now, or people that was here for college and then I hear no more. So your audience is constantly changing. But as far as that's the great thing about being able to reach people online, because once they rocking with you, they're rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of longtime fans that's been rocking with me, and it's helped me network with a lot of people, and it's helped take me like all over the world from that. So I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying a lot of it. I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for what I've grown from, and I'm still excited of where I'm growing to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been cool.
So with your music and your craft, how do you wish to impact your listeners and the world around you?
Yeah.
Interesting question. It means a little more to me now when you think about how you impact the world, because I've got a chance to travel the world. Like a couple of years ago, me and my boy G-Stack was fortunate enough to do some touring with Bone Thugs and Harmony and my partners that are from the Philippines, Blaze and Kane. So I got to really, you know, touch some people over there, really greet some people and meet some people and just connect with them on the level that just having your music on the internet and saying, hey, I have listeners in the Philippines and listeners in Singapore and Japan, that's cool. But when you put your feet on the soil and you see how people are living in these different places and how much appreciation they're giving you, it gives you a whole different level of appreciation for what you do, and it gives you an appreciation for their appreciation. You know what I'm saying? You get to see it. So it makes me think about it more. But at the end of the day, I just want to be as honest as I can be, because no matter who you are, whatever you at, you have a story to tell, and I feel like nobody can tell your story better than you can. So I feel like I just have a duty to be as honest as I can with the music, because as human beings, we're multifaceted. So I need my music to reflect that. I'm not gonna be one way all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stick to a certain subject. I'm not gonna. You may not hear a song from me that reflects what's hot at the time. you know, sometimes you might, you know, but whatever I do, I adapt and I adjust. How can I say this? I apply myself to whatever it is that I'm on, whether it's a hip hop record, R&B feature, gospel feature, whatever it is. We're multifaceted, you know. So I think our creations should reflect that the best we can. So that's just how I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to do, and how I try to do it. So as long as I'm as honest as I can be in the music, with what I want to do, I don't mean honest as in every single song is about me and my life and whatever. I mean, we're storytellers too. So everything is not going to be 100% down to the fact this is what happened. Sometimes this is a situation that your family member went through, your homeboy went through, you've seen people go through, you was inspired to write something or whatever. So at the end of the day though, I'm going to be honest in that portrayal of whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. However it impacts people, I don't know if that's up to me, but I, you know, if I'm going to make an impact on people's lives, I want it to be coming from the genuine place that we all have.
What drives you forward in pursuing your passion?
The fact that I love it. I still love it. A lot of times when, you know, we start growing, we've done this for a while, and you get to a certain age, you start to lose that love that you had, that pure love that you had when you was either a child or a teenager for something. You start to, it's like the world tries to beat you down and kind of suck it out of you slowly but surely, and put these responsibilities in front of your face, and these bills and all this stuff, or if you get, you know, married and have kids and all this other stuff that you got to take care of this and this, and maybe you don't have time for this. Like I guess it's supposed to be something silly because it's something you loved as a child, and now you're grown and, or you don't do that stuff no more. No, that's not the case with me. This is something that I love, and I might have slept on for a minute, just kind of experimenting and doing other things. And I just, somewhere in there, I guess because of the stuff, you know, when I think I find myself in a place of trying to do what I thought people wanted, instead of just doing what was actually in my heart. So that wasn't really a good place for me to be creatively. You know, I was kind of uninspired for a minute, musically anyway. I was so busy doing other stuff. And then I found my way back to it. And when I found my way back to this genuine love, you get to that point where you don't care what people think. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you care, you may care that they're getting the real you, and that whole thing, like, that's, you know, you care about that section of what they think. But as far as, oh man, he doesn't sound like this, or he's not doing it like this, I don't care. I do what I do, and this is what I've always done. And there are so many people that love my music for it, and I'm like, why would I abandon that? Right. So now I'm at that point where I don't have to, you know, it's not something that I have to do to make a living, or, you know, whatever the case may be. There's, like, I'm completely free with it. And to me, that's a beautiful feeling, because one thing I've always wanted was the freedom to create and the freedom to travel. However much money that is. However much money it takes to get that, that's where I'm at. So it's just, staying in that place of loving what I do, because all of us, no matter what level of success you are, man, we did this all the time before there was any money involved whatsoever. So I don't let money be the determining factor of what I do. This is something I love. This is my God-given talent, and I'm gonna keep honoring him by using it. You know what I'm saying? And being as honest as I can with it. So that's just where I'm at. That's what keeps pushing me, like the love for it. And I pray it never ends.
I hope you can do this until you can't do it no more.
Why not, man? Yeah. I see all these, I guess because I do rap, people act like you're supposed to get to a certain age and then it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of partners. I got partners once they turned 30 and they didn't like make it. They just say, I guess that ain't for me. They went to something else. And then meanwhile, I look at people like the Rolling Stones or Reba McEntire, somebody out here touring in front of thousands of people at age 50, 60, 70. I'm like, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. This is what we do over here. We for real about it. Y'all tripping. Ain't no age limit.
Right.
Y'all tripping. Yeah, man. That's what we do at U2DK Productions. You know what I'm saying? It's my man Kataz, aka the Cuddy Experience. This is where it all goes down. You feel me? Gonna let y'all hear something. A little razzle dazzle we'll be working on. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of joints going. This is a joint we're working on called Superhero. It's one of my favorite new joints we're working on, man. But so much going on.
And they say thick times, say lies, so my girl is a superhero. Even in disguise, they be cutting their eyes everywhere that we go. And giving this guy such a vibe, gotta say I never felt it before. I'ma tell her in time that I'm with it, but I got a feeling she knows. Let me fly with you. Let me fly with you. I just wanna fly. Let me fly with you. Let me fly. Can we fly? Let me fly with you. Let me fly with you. Let me fly with you. Let me fly. Can we fly? Baby, you a true living guidance. You know you super fine, but you watch it being modest. And I ain't blowing smoke, baby, I'm just being honest. Sun shining in the summer, but we know you still the hottest. It's a blessing to be in your presence. Shawty got the kind of vibe you can't even measure. She know every side of life, the pain and the pleasure. I started feeling hypnotized and then in a mansion. For real. I just wanna know when we can fly. Not saying I'm your sidekick, but I'll be by your side. And you be trying to downplay yourself in the skies. But when it's just you and I, we'll be floating through the sky. Bye-bye. Take me to your Neverland. As far as I'm concerned, we ain't gotta ever land. Just to keep up with you, I gotta be a better man. We'll take this to another level, ain't no settling. And they said these times ain't lies, so my girl is a superhero.
So I saw that you have you've been doing a campaign for breast cancer awareness, and I just wanted to know what prompted you to start that campaign.
Man, you've seen people that have gone through it, or I think every time breast cancer awareness came up, I thank God for the people that have worked really hard to make us aware, because I always wanted to do something. I didn't know what I wanted to do. With having the video production company, I have had moments where I have filmed other people's efforts, so I was a part of it in that way. But I was like, what can I do personally? I don't know what to do with it. Another year go by and they come back around. I'm like, man, what can I do? Can I donate? Can I do, what can I do? So I realized when I came up with the title, actually, for Everything Changes, it was one of those things that I realized is much bigger than me. It's bigger than the music. And it felt like the perfect thing to do. I was like, okay, I just dropped my project, and I was like, you know what? How about this? Like, me and my partner RC Coder, shout out to him, because when I have an idea, he's part of my immediate brain trust as well. And it's like, he's one of those guys I can go to, and we're going back and forth on ideas, we're hashing it out, whatever. And we were trying to come up with like a logo of what we could do. And then I settled on the whole, how about this? We got my name, we got the title, Everything Changes. And let's make it the breast cancer ribbon for the A, you know what I'm saying? So that way they understand that we see you, we care about you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it promotes the project, and that's cool because I am an artist, and you know, you want to get the word out. But it's one of the most rewarding things that I've done because it helps me do my part. And for everybody buying the shirt, you know, I get to take some of those proceeds and give it to the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which I find out from the WWE because I'm a huge wrestling fan, been a wrestling fan since I was like here. So I said, you know what, I want to give to them too. And then my homeboy, baby boy, his wife Rashida is a doctor, and she said that they use things from that fund to do screenings and stuff like that. I said, well, even more perfect. So I want to give to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that. It just, you know, it just became like I've been able to have people buy it, and then I've been able to give it to those that are either going through it or have went through it. And it's just, again, it's something that I couldn't have just foresaw. It was just, I don't know, it's a wonderful feeling. Because you just want people to know you care. Like, I don't have all the answers, and I don't have a cure and whatever, but at least I know that I was doing my part. You know what I mean? We've had, you know, people in our families that have had it. God rest her soul, Miss Sarah Dale Exposed was a lady who, she was a piano player in our church. And my homeboy that does a lot of my shirts and things like that, that's his actual aunt. And she was like our music teacher in school. And after a while, I, you know, a little younger, I started seeing her come with an oxygen machine. I didn't really know what was going on. And she was still singing, still playing the piano, praising the Lord with all her heart. Like, during all of this. And I always respected it. And I found out later, after she passed, that it was through breast cancer. So, it's just another one of those things that, you know, that was in the back of my mind with it. So, I don't know, man. I'm just out here just going for what I know one day at a time. At the end of the day, I just want to show people that I care. Like I said, we see you, we hear you, you know, even if it's a small part, here's a part I can play. You know,
that's one of the highest callings, I believe, is giving back and, you know, doing the philanthropy thing, like giving back to your community, to society. And it does something to you in your heart, I feel.
It does. It definitely does. And it's just one of those things that you may not really feel it until you do it. You know what I'm saying? And again, which is another reason that brings me back to the music of wanting to make sure I'm as honest as I am, and it's a reflection of who I am. Because if I'm giving to you, if I'm giving something to you that's a reflection of anything that I am doing, I want it all to be as pure as possible. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. This reflects my energy. So you know that if I say that I care about you and what you're going through, that is real, that is genuine.
Okay. Do you believe that people with debilitating sicknesses and disabilities are often overlooked?
I don't know if I would say overlooked, because I am seeing more people talk about it now, and kind of destigmatizing the whole thing. If somebody has like a mental illness or something, you know, going on that they're dealing with that maybe people like don't understand. So I think people's tolerance level is growing. I would hope people's level of patience is growing, and just compassion with it is growing. I don't know if I would say overlooked. Maybe it's not as popular, but you gotta think, you got people in the medical field that are dealing with this thing every day, and then, you know, they're trying their best and working their hardest and helping these people in these situations. So, you know, they're in a position where they can't overlook it. This is part of their day job, and I would hope a part of their passion. You know, because it takes a whole different level of patience dealing with people that are going through any type of mental illness or, you know, things like that. Like you got to be called for that, because you know, it's just it ain't for the weak. You know, that level of compassion and patience that you have to have. So maybe it's not as mainstream as, you know, things like breast cancer or cancer in general, things of that nature. But or even things like lupus and stuff like that. Like, so I don't know if I could just say, yeah, it's overlooked, but I'm just glad that it seems to be getting a little more attention. You know what I mean? Because everybody's dealing with something, going through something. So that's just the reason why we all need more compassion for each other in the first place, because you never know what somebody's going through. But it takes a different level to be, you know, of sound mind, you know, or peak physical condition, helping people that are not in either. If that makes sense.
So I have a little bit of a different question. What would an equal world look like to you?
An equal world, That's a loaded question. But best I can think is a world where everybody gets a fair shot. A world where that's the main thing. That everybody gets a fair shot. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to travel the world, and I've seen levels of poverty like I never believed existed. And then I come back home, and you got millionaires and billionaires, and they say Jeff Bezos is on his way to being the first trillionaire. I'm like, my goodness. And I'm like, how do you have a land so rich at the United States, but you have poor people in those states? You got homeless people in those states. Nobody should be homeless, man. I'm not saying everybody should be rich and everybody should be a millionaire, but I don't think anybody should be homeless. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I just think everybody deserves that fair shot at whatever it is that we're trying to do. Like having that life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness for real, and not just in the United States, but everywhere. And for people to be way less judgmental. For instance, convicted felons, right? If you did something in your life, you made a mistake, and you have done however many years of time, you've been punished for that mistake. Whatever a judge deemed this is what the punishment is that fits your crime or whatever, and now you're there. Once you come out, it's like they keep getting punished again. Now you can't vote, or certain jobs won't hire you, whatever. It's like, how do you expect somebody to have a real chance at being rehabilitated? Because that's what y'all say you're doing. How are they gonna have a real chance of that if you don't give them a fair shot at that? You know what I mean? But just a world where, you know, everybody gets a fair shot. Everybody is actually being judged by the content of their character, and just, you know, one where we can just be okay with each other, man. Like, we don't always have to agree with one another, but we ain't gotta be, you know, we don't have to be at each other's throats just because you like this politician, you like this politician, or this is this person's sexual orientation, and this is your, whatever the case may be. Like, let people live their lives, bro. They're not bothering you with it. You know what I'm saying? Like purposely bothering you with whatever their life choice may be. But then at the same time, you know, if they're not trying to bother you and they are bothering you, then, well, that sounds like you got some situations that you need to work on. You know what I mean? But just everybody being a fair shot, man. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to just not be. I ain't gonna say the word I want to say, but you know, you just ain't gotta be one. We're gonna leave it at that.
Okay, I got you. Last question. Can you tell us anything about your current and upcoming project?
My project, Everything Changes, is the EP that is available right now. I am not on streaming platforms yet. I chose to wait. I said, you know what? I got a good fan base of people that rock with me, been rocking with me. I'm gonna start there first. And I still like doing physical CDs and posters and t-shirts and things of that nature, like that whole bundle. And I got a lot of people around me, they love that type of thing. Because, you know, with me being a rapper, I see more like bands doing this type of stuff. But I mean, I've rocked arenas, I've rocked, you know, all kinds of different venues, and I get into that mix as well. So I started with the physical CD, the posters, the stickers even, and all that. And people have been coming to me directly. So if you want to get it, my Cash App is $Ecleezy, or you can also go to gumroad.com/Ecleezy. And you know, my shirts and stuff are on there. I have a lot more stuff constantly getting updated and loaded to the site, so people can come to me directly. It helps me the most when you come directly. So, and that's been working wonders, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably be on streaming sites in a little bit because I do want everybody to hear what's going on. But for those people that's been rocking with me for the longest, I wanted to come to them first, you know what I'm saying? Because I really appreciate them for just constantly rocking with your boys. So, that's the main thing. Music videos are on the way, and a lot of other bonus content is on the way. And another thing, for people that want to keep up with what I got going on, All they have to do is text the word change to 601-476-5374. I will keep you updated on everything in the text club. So just holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. Thank you, Ecleezy.
Yes,
Thank you
indeed.
so much.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. And how did I forget this? All my social media is I am Ecleezy. I'm sure she's gonna put this on the screen because she's brilliant like that.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is I am Ecleezy. That's like all my stuff. My YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that, man. Just come holler at me and I holler back.